Picture this: an American lawyer and a tough French negotiator sit across a worn table in Paris, locked in a tense bargaining dance. Neither wants to blink, yet both need a deal. Something big's at stake. Can they break the stalemate without surrendering their bottom lines? This is no ordinary negotiation. It's a masterclass in getting what you want without giving in, from the pages of Getting to Yes. The first snag in any negotiation: people get caught up in emotions. Fixing that is step one, and it's way less obvious than you think. In one vivid story from Getting to Yes, Roger Fisher describes American and French lawyers negotiating over French aluminum imports. The tension wasn't just about numbers; personal feelings clouded judgment. Both sides took criticism as attack, trapping them in unproductive conflict. This emotional fog nearly doomed the deal before it began. Imagine driving through thick fog, your headlights cut through but you can't see clearly. Emotions are that fog in negotiation. The book's golden advice: separate the person from the issue. Don't attack or defend, instead address the problem objectively. This mental shift shines the spotlight on the real challenge, not on ego or blame. When negotiators sweep away emotional fog, the problem snaps into focus. Both sides stop fighting each other and start tackling the real problem. That shift transforms deadlock into dialogue. Suddenly, agreement feels possible, because you're no longer enemies, just collaborators solving a puzzle together. Next, trap stubborn positions. Both parties cling to demands that box them in, but beneath the surface lie interests, the real why, that create room to wiggle and win. The authors tell a story about a camping gear disagreement between a supplier and a retailer. Both stuck on price, they nearly walk away. But when they dig deeper, they realize the retailer wants guaranteed supply, while the supplier wants steady cash flow. Revealing these interests lit the path to a creative payment and delivery schedule instead of a price fight. Think of positions as trees, tall, rigid, and visible. But your real power lies underground, at the roots, the interests, the needs, desires, fears underneath. If you just argue about the trees, you get nowhere. But if you uncover the roots, you can water them in new ways: partnerships, trade-offs, or fresh ideas that satisfy both. Shifting from "I want this price" to "I need reliable income" opens a whole new playing field. Suddenly, your opponent isn't an obstacle but a potential collaborator. That insight churns stuck negotiations into fruitful problem-solving, transforming conflict into creativity. Finally, when both sides get stuck imagining only win-lose outcomes, it's time to invent options that make everyone better off and surprise your opponent. Getting to Yes pulls a gem from business history: Febreze. Initially, people hated Febreze because it smelled like chemicals, but marketers repositioned it not just as odor remover but as a reward after cleaning, changing consumer behavior. This creative pivot, inventing an option beyond odor removal, turned a flop into a smash. Negotiators can do the same by thinking beyond usual compromises. Picture a food market, stalls bursting with choices: spicy, sweet, savory. If you force customers to pick between just pizza or sushi, it's tough. But if you offer a buffet, suddenly everyone finds something they love. Inventing options in negotiation works the same. Broaden the menu so everyone walks away with more than they expected. When you brainstorm options without judging them, you stretch the pie instead of fighting over crumbs. This boosts cooperation and unlocks value otherwise hidden by stubborn minds. So next time you're deadlocked, step back and invent options that delight both sides. It's negotiation magic, not luck. Remember that tense Paris meeting? They didn't settle by shouting or yielding. They stepped back, separated the people from the problem, dug into underlying interests, and imagined new options nobody saw before. Getting to Yes teaches a timeless truth: negotiation isn't war, it's a creative dance. Next time you face a tough talk, try this: focus on why, not what, and watch resistance melt. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.